So it's The Purge meets The Hunger Games with a Rob Zombie flair. Or just an extended version of the Purge Anarchy's climax with a Rob Zombie flair. Regardless, tonight we are going to play 31. Get it? Because Halloween is on October 31st? I'll shut up. Welcome to day 9 of my Scare Show 3, titled One Last Scare. Let us begin. The plot. Out of 8 traveling carnies, 5 are picked for this morbid game of survival. For 12 hours, they have to survive an onslaught of murderous clowns with sick intentions. Who will survive Halloween this year? This is the 6th horror film directed by Rob Zombie. His most infamous work being Halloween, the 2007 remake, House of a Thousand Corpses, and its sequel, The Devil's Rejects. I really enjoyed Halloween 2007, and The Devil's Rejects is maniacally enjoyable. I think Rob Zombie did a pretty solid job with 31 as well. Now I know that a lot of people despise Rob Zombie's directing style, but you cannot deny that this guy has a macabre and visually stunning way of making a movie. Another thing that I noticed is that people tend to really dislike it when he integrates shaky cam in his movies. That was prevalent in Halloween 2007, and so is the case here. Surprisingly, though, I can look past it. While I cannot see all the action sequences 100%, I still really love his atmospheric and grimy settings as well as extravagant shots that could be considered unnoticeable, but I feel they could be even iconic. There's just something about some of the shots in this and other Rob Zombie movies that are marvelous and, dare I say, risky. Like, he will have something so bonkers on screen, yet it will be beautiful at the same time. You could say that he is perhaps trying too hard, and it comes across as obvious, but some of the shots in this film and others have stuck with me. And even if he's trying to just be artsy, well, damn, he succeeded. Like, there's one shot where 3 people are sitting around after doing battle while California Dreamin' by the Mamas and the Papas is playing in the background. Or when the remaining group is sitting around trying to eat and regain strength, those scenes are captivating to look at. Most of Rob Zombie's movies have hateable characters, but with this I actually rooted for them. They're by no means lovable or even sanitary, or well-spoken, but they care for one another. When one dies, you can feel their pain and even share some of it. Surprisingly, Sheri Moon Zombie does a stellar job. Let's face it, guys, until she dies or they break up, she's gonna be in every Rob Zombie movie. The villains are very cool. They may be considered a bit over the top and weak. They're not superhumans. They're not like Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, or Jason Voorhees. They are sick rednecks with a twisted taste in having fun. Some of them may be short, some of them may be tall, but at the end of the day, they have one goal and do their best to see it through. Richard Brake from Halloween 2 from 2009, which is another Rob Zombie movie, as Doomhead is easily my favorite. The gore! People said this wasn't even gory. Bullshit! While not NC-17 material, it still has plenty of gore to satisfy. Stabbings, slicings, hacking, cutting, and decapitating is present in this grimy and gory flick. The musical score, California Dreamin' is in it, as I mentioned before. We also get either an updated or fan version of Dream On by Aerosmith. At least, that is how it sounded to me. The musical score is okay, but nothing terribly memorable. While still a vulgar, gross, and putrid movie, I think Rob Zombie outdid himself in many ways with this one. Cinematography, lighting, characters, and sheer violence levels are all excellent. The music is half and half for me. I've heard these songs in many other movies before and will most likely hear them again in other films. Is this a great achievement? No. Is it an artsy, violent, and profane fun time? Yes, it surely is. Overall, I give 31 a 3.5 out of 5. The opening monologue by Richard Brake is fucking awesome. Too bad his habit doesn't play out too well for him in the end. But you gotta remember, man, in hell, everybody loves popcorn. Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and to leave comments and subscribe.